Hello, and welcome back to my Let's Play of ReZero, ReZero, The Prophecy of the Throne.
See? Is his response not exactly as I predicted?
Right. Listen, we're not going there for fun, okay?
I have some new stuff. Ram extremely fancy tea leaves that she hides somewhere in the kitchen. Yeah, I already read that one. A robe handmade by a sketchy magician is prevent others from recognizing it wearer. Oh. I don't like how many of these we already have. Yet, if I have to present them, I'll be mad. Because there are just so many right now, and some of them cover the same thing. Like, these two should have been the same thing, or this should have been updated to that. This should have been updated to that. Amelia heading to the royal capital to look at the royal selection delay. She reluctant to let Subaru go.
This is an incredibly important task.
I know that. The royal selection being delayed is a huge deal.
Sakura, the emissary lady, had come to inform Amelia of the royal selection proposal. That itself is already cause for commotion, but what's more important is why. The reason it being kept secret. However, Sakura didn't even mention it to Amelia. That's why we're going to find out. Of course, not all of us are going.
Pretty please, Mealy, take me with you.
I don't know.
Okay. That's a nice way of inserting himself in the scenario.
Miss Amelia? Subaru is being sincere. I would also like to ask that you give him permission to let him go with you. Besides, it seems Subaru has several acquaintances in the royal capital. This may be a good opportunity to touch base with them.
Very nice assist, Rem. Come here.
Yes, Subaru.
There. Thanks a bunch, Rem. I look forward to your continued support.
He had patted.
Yes. Please leave it to your Rem. Goodness, Rem's fondness for Barusu is quite worrisome. I also do not understand what goes on in Barusu's head. I noticed him speaking at the gates to that envoy from the royal capital earlier, but I smell tea leaves. Do not tell me you have taken from my secret reserve, Barusu. I would not put it past you.
Anyway, let's let bygones be bygones. Please, Mealy,
She just went
let
to
me
check
go.
freaking
I really
leaves.
want to help you.
That's exactly why I can't bring you. I know you'll just do something reckless again if I do. I just don't want you getting out of hand. Please understand.
You're the one who needs to understand, Mealy.
All right, that's quite enough. This
Okay,
doesn't seem
this
to be
is
going
similar to,
anywhere, so let's wrap this up, shall we?
Something that happens at the capital.
To conclude, Subaru will accompany you to the royal capital. These are my orders as your employer.
Roswell?
All right! Now that's what I'm talking about, Roz!
However, I will be appointing you with a different sort of task, Subaru. You are to focus on receiving your treatment.
Treatment? Me? But why?
You overused your already exhausted gait in the mob-beast battle out in the forest. Your physical wounds may be healed, but getting your gait treated is another matter altogether. I believe you understand what I speak of.
It's kind of hard to believe there's something wrong with my body when I can't see it with my own eyes.
Subaru, the mana that circulates within you is the source of life for all life forms. When it stagnates, it disrupts the circulation of your very life itself. Please, don't try to hide such serious issues.
All right, I get it. My body's in danger. What's that got to do with getting treatment at the royal capital?
Your body is in such a state thanks to your honorable efforts. I have a duty to respond to your distinguished service in kind. That is why I have made arrangements with the greatest healer in the kingdom to care for you. Although I did ruffle some of Miss Amelia's feathers in the process.
It's not that big a deal. This is the least I can do for Subaru as well.
Really, Mealy? You did that for me?
Okay. This This is also to avoid a plot point in later on in the story of the actual main story. So that's actually good that they're covering this.
Well, it's partly my fault that you haven't healed yet. You only ended up here because you tried to protect me in the slums. And you even stood up to those mob beasts when it should have been me protecting the village. So you could say I'm repaying a debt. I consider this equal compensation for any injuries you sustained.
Oh, come on! Don't downplay it to hide your embarrassment. But this means you're okay having me go with you to the royal capital, right, Mealy?
Yeah. You haven't made a full recovery yet, after all.
Well then, it's settled. Subaru shall accompany you to the royal capital. As well, Rem, would you mind going with them?
Certainly, Lord Roswell.
So it's decided. With Mealy and Rem, all three of us will make our way to the royal capital. Get that dumb grin off your face, stupid. Day 2.
Whoa! A land dragon! Man, you're huge! And your skin is so tough. You're pretty scary looking.
He's just like a child. Don't you think so?
It is cute seeing Subaru get so excited like this. Do you not agree, Miss Amelia?
Yes, I think it's cute too. But it seems you've really taken a liking to Subaru, haven't you, Rem?
Whoa! This is insanely impressive! This is the definition of a fantasy world.
I think the land dragon just hit me with its tail.
Subaru, land dragons are highly intelligent creatures. They can sense what you're talking about despite the language barrier. You must remember to treat them with care.
I wish you told me that before it attacked me.
You are still here, Barisu?
There you are, Ram Ram. You sure you want to stay behind at the mansion? Kinda worried about the food situation for Bayako and Roz.
You understand nothing, Barisu. People do not die after a mere 3 or 4 days without eating.
Wait, you don't have food?
You have zero intention of cooking, don't you?
Oh, wait. I forgot that Ram cannot cook.
By the way, is Roswell not coming to see us off? Or Bayako, for that matter? How heartless of him.
Are you suggesting that I am here to bid you farewell?
Huh?
Do take care, Rem. I am counting on you to look after Miss Amelia. Yes, of course. Thank you, sister. Miss Amelia, take care as well.
Thank you, Ram.
And
you get nothing.
yeah, figures. It's not like I cared for a goodbye anyway.
Oh, yes. I actually do need to tell you something, Barisu. If anything happens, you better throw yourself in front of those two. I will admit you have great talent acting as a human shield and decoy.
Don't you think I have some other good qualities?
No. Think about Beatrice. Let's the party right away. No, I want to think about Beatrice.
Is that Bayako? Seeing us off from her window. Man, she's always like this.
Okay, hold on. What did I just do? Land dragon are clever. They may not speak human language, but they can infer the meaning of words pretty well. Bayako, or Beatrice, came out of the manor to see us off. Typical of her to keep her distance while doing so through doing so. Nothing. Okay, good. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Progress. 55%, okay. Is that Bayako? Seeing us off from her window? Man, she always liked this.
We're going really fast. Is Rem okay in such an exposed driver's seat? I'm not saying she'll fall off or anything, but won't her clothes and hair get all messed up by the time we make it to the royal capital?
All dragon carriages are protected by a divine protection, so there's no need to worry.
Divine
Interesting.
protection?
Yes, they're blessings given from the world itself at birth. There are many types, so they aren't all the same. There are even those that are always granted to certain races. An example would be the divine protection of wind repel.
Wind repel. A divine protection for land dragon that nullify wind resistance for the dragon carriage and its passenger.
From the land dragons. When a land dragon runs, the wind around them and the air resistance it causes doesn't affect them. As well, the wind repel blessing applies to the carriage the land dragon pulls because they're connected. That's why the carriage itself isn't affected by the wind either.
And since Rem is at the range, she's also not affected.
Well done.
So then what about me, Mealy? Do I have any divine protections?
You may not like hearing this, but it's actually far more common for people to be born without any blessings. Besides, those who are blessed with divine protections can sense it within themselves without anyone telling them.
Damn. Guess I don't have any then. I'll just say that the world blessed me with meeting Mealy.
I'm surprised Amelia didn't say that
Now
the
wait
opposite.
patiently. It will take around
But then
6
again, she's
hours
also
to reach the royal
rather nice.
capital.
Oh, Mealy, you're so cold to me.
Subaru, why don't you join me in the coach box? We can talk to your heart's content. The view is also quite nice.
Now that's what I call an attractive proposition. Do you mind if I join her, Mealy? You won't be lonely being back here all by yourself, will you?
I can say with complete confidence that I will be just fine.
Why'd you emphasize that so much? Well, guess I'll
Because you
sit in the driver's
emphasize it
seat
so
and
much.
enjoy my time with Rem. I'll gladly stay if you feel even a little bit lonely.
Take care then. Don't cause too much trouble for Rem.
What a casual tone!
Miss Amelia, may we stop
this
the
is what I
carriage for a
meant.
moment? Though it will be some time before the land dragon will be able to continue our ride if we do.
Ask for details. That's fine. No, I'll ask for details.
Why's that?
Divine protections are not without their hindrances. The divine protection of wind repel takes a bit of time to activate again once it's been dispelled. I certainly wouldn't mind taking an early lunch here.
I don't think we need to do that.
Miss Amelia, Subaru, another dragon carriage is approaching.
Excuse me! Please help! Bandits are attacking! Please!
What should we do, Miss? What else? We should hear him out. Stop the carriage, Ren.
Thank you for stopping. My name is Otto Suen. I'm but a humble merchant.
This is going so. Otto begged Subaru and the others to help save his fellow traders. A trader who was attacked by bandits and asked Subaru and the others for help. His full name is Otto Suen. Thank you for...
During my current travels, I encountered the Dusk Bandits, a group of thieves who stole all my goods.
Dusk
Otto
bandits?
is the best girl.
They are criminals known to have been bolstering their forces as of late. I did not realize their influence had extended so close to Lord Roswell.
So what do you plan on doing, Otto? I'm sorry to hear about your cargo, but there isn't much we can do, I'm afraid.
No, of course not. This is my responsibility. I wouldn't ask you to retrieve my cargo under such circumstances.
Yes?
The other traders that were with me have been captured by the Dusk Bandits. I was able to catch the bandits off guard and flee. But the others are still in danger. I need to figure out a way to save them.
Rem's duty is to safely escort Miss Amelia and Subaru to the royal capital.
Why are you referring to yourself in third person?
So, while I hesitate to say,
I get where you're coming from, Rem, but we can't just leave him on his own.
it would seem so.
What do you mean?
Otto, we're on our way to the royal capital for a very important occasion. Changing our plans to account for the rescue of your friends would be very difficult. But
The Dusk Bandits, was it? If they're on the path to the capital, it wouldn't be our fault if they distract us along the way.
that's right. It would be mere coincidence and at no fault of anyone
You
here.
two are idiots.
So are you saying...
It means we're on board. Mealy agrees to saving your friends from those bandits. Are you okay with that, Rem?
We have no
Amelia's
other choice.
decision.
Yes, I support Miss Amelia's decision.
I'm sorry, Ren, but it looks like we'll be taking a detour.
No problem at all. You are not the type to sit idly by while bandits attack innocents, Miss Amelia.
Well, there you have it, Otto. Show us the way to those bandits.
Oops.
I'll have you know you're in good hands. Everyone besides me knows how to put up a good fight.
That's a relief. But do you not question the sanity of saying that aloud?
Subaru, you have literally lost
This is
every
so
fight you've ever been in.
uncomfortable.
can't do much
in this
about
world
it.
so
We're
far.
not moving using the divine protection of wind repel.
The difference is huge, though. That divine protection is really something.
What's your choice? Alright.
So, just how many bandits are we dealing with?
During briefing parts, discussion about how to proceed through the mission ahead takes place centered around Subaru.
I'm sorry. I don't have an exact number. All I know is that there are more than a handful.
I see. Oh, now that I think about it, will any of your fellow traders be helping us out?
They are just traders, so even if you told them what to do, it would be difficult to fight against armed bandits. The dragon carriages are all fully loaded with cargo, so it would be hard to flee at a decent pace, too.
Whoa, whoa! Don't tell me we came rushing out here and it's already too late.
No, I don't think that to be the case. Their intention isn't to snuff out the traders' lives. If the bandits killed their masters, the land dragons wouldn't follow any commands. They wouldn't be able to unload any cargo that way.
But there's no guarantee the traders will be spared afterward.
Lucky for us, I doubt they've realized by now that I managed to slip away. They wouldn't be expecting a counterattack.
So you're saying this is our big chance? Man, talk about walking a fine line. Anyway, you said they're just on the highway up ahead, right? What's the terrain like?
Please provide us with as much information as possible. The more we know, the greater our advantage in the ensuing battle.
Let's see. There's a bridge along the
I
path.
wonder how this is going to play out.
After crossing it, the place where everyone had been captured should be close by.
We have to defeat the bandits before they harm the traders further, right?
Correct, but that's not all. There's another more narrow bridge along the way. It's incredibly small, enough for only a single dragon carriage to pass through. If they manage to overtake it, that would make things even more difficult.
Right. So we have to defend that bridge with everything we've got. Are there any other routes leading to them?
There's a third bridge farther ahead of the previous two, but the bandits got there first and blocked it off. The amount of scattered cargo makes it impassable.
Scattered cargo, huh? But on the flip side, if we could use that bridge, we could get the jump on them, right?
That would offer us a great vantage point if we could pass through it. But I think doing so would pose a great challenge.
Well, I guess if the opportunity arises, we should consider ourselves lucky. Anything else? Is there anything you haven't told us yet?
Let's see. It may be possible to use those, though it would be highly dangerous.
What are those? Even if there's a risk, we should consider it if the outcome is favorable.
Fire magic crystals. They fell out of a fellow trader's carriage when the bandits gave chase. It gave me a terrible fright. They were inside a box made to withstand the most arduous of transports, so the impact didn't disturb the magic crystals within. However, if they were to have exploded...
No.
I see.
I'm sorry. Essentially, fire magic crystals are the equivalent of petroleum or gunpowder in our world. They can be used to illuminate lamps or even act as dynamite. They explode upon impact, so it's fortunate that they didn't when they fell off the carriage.
Fire magic crystals would be handy to use against the bandits. We would just need to throw them and they explode, right?
Yes, but handling them is somewhat of a problem on its own. There's always a risk of them exploding by mistake.
I understand. I'll try searching for those fire magic crystals first. Oh, and Otto, did anything else fall out of the carriages?
We were in quite the rush, so I would imagine a whole slew of items did. I believe one dragon carriage was loaded with digging sticks, so it's possible some fell out.
Digging sticks? Oh, you mean shovels? I see. Got it. I'll just try searching for anything that seems useful then.
Subaru? What should Rem do?
Rem should stop referring to herself in third person.
You don't need to do anything special, do you? I doubt you'd lose to some measly bandits.
Of course. Your Rem would never lose to such low lives.
I wonder Huh.
Just as I thought. Then you just go around beating them up however you want, Rem. But if things get too dangerous, I want you to run away. Got it?
Maybe,
Very well.
maybe they do actually refer to themselves in the third person now that I think about it.
What should I do, Subaru? I can hold my own against those thugs, too.
You
Just do
can...
nothing because Subaru is a white knight. What could she do? I don't want her doing anything dangerous. Turning point. Can't let her do anything dangerous. Ask for help. After progressing through briefing points, you will reach a turning point where Subaru states his opinion, combine items and information that has been gathered to form a single opinion. Subaru will express the opinion once it's selected, which will affect how the mission unfolds. This discussion is about whether or not to have Amelia join the mission. Try selecting this first.
Now what? Mealy, will you help me out? On the condition you stay out of harm's way, of course.
Don't you mean you should stay out of trouble, Subaru? You're far more reckless than me.
I can't really deny that. But it still applies to you too, you know.
Hey, that's not true. Puck, tell him.
That's pretty tricky to answer. I do get where Subaru's coming from, so I don't really have anything to say on the contrary.
It's funny how
You would
Puck
turn your
is
back on me,
taller
Puck?
in this visual, while in the anime he's much smaller.
Now, don't be so down in the dumps. In the end, I'll be relying on you if it comes down to it, Puck.
I know Subaru. Leah's always got me by her side, so she'll be fine.
All right. Then next up is...
Mr. Natsuki, what about me? I'd like to do what I can to help.
Right. Something for Otto to do.
Turning point. Support Amelia. Support Rem. Alright. So that's my two decisions. The next discussion is about determining Otto's role in the mission. Try selecting for this now. For right now.
I think... How about you back up Mealy? Well, I'd like to myself. Going around and doing minor tasks is more my style.
You can leave her to me. Mr. Natsuki, please be vigilant.
Yeah, I know. You be careful too. I forbid you to get too close to Mealy, though.
How else would I protect her?
If only I had two bodies, then I could back Mealy up and do everything else I need to.
You'd be double as useless.
Don't be weird. Besides, it would only cause more trouble if there were two of you. I'd be completely exhausted from all the talking.
What? Really? I'd be super excited if there were two of you! No, wait. If there were two Mealys, the excitement might just give me a heart attack!
Rem would be greatly enthused with two Subarus. Rem would cherish them equally.
Is it really okay to be talking about this right now? We're about to ambush some bandits, you know?
Yeah, it's totally fine. We're always like this anyway.
You're always... Will everything truly be okay with these people?
It's fine, Otto. Everyone besides me is super strong.
That doesn't quite dispel my fears. All right. I'll be Miss Amelia's bodyguard for the time being.
We're counting on you, Otto.
Of course. I'm not so capable that I could say that you should leave everything to me. But I should be of some use nonetheless.
Otto, are we almost there?
Yes. Everyone fled somewhere around here.
All right, then let's do this!
For this briefing, it has been decided that Amelia will join the mission and Otto will support Amelia. Now take on the mission with these results in consideration. To the mission. Did it crash? Oh, no, it didn't. It should probably save though. Alright. The mission menu will be shown before the mission begins, where you can save and check the status of the mission. Once preparations are complete, select mission start to begin. Alright, I'm going to save. Once preparations are complete, select mission start. Wait, what? Bro, I want to save! I'm not allowed to.
Now what?
First, I need to search for the fire crystals that fell off the.
Let's do this.
During a mission, control Subaru to check characters and point an entrance to fulfill conditions set for objective. Common display in the top right can serve as hints. Keep in mind that performing certain action or allowing certain phrases to end can result in death or game over. Try approaching the cart blocking the bridge to the left and using a check action. Wait, hold up. Alright, so I'm ending the episode for now. I'll see you guys next time where we will do this mission. Take care.